Okay, so the early laning phase was... You didn't play it bad for sure. I think there are some calibrations that you can do, as in the Q here on the red buff. It doesn't cost you anything to Q.
Yeah.
And you know that if you do Q first and then crit, you do more damage on crit, right?
Because it's lower HP, right?
Yeah, and it's missing health. Same thing in the late game when you try to play here and you try to...
Same thing, where? On...
Right here.
Yeah.
Because before you crit, you should always, if you can, you try to use your Q before the crit. Like right here, for example, on the Kale, I think. Let's see. Right here, you should not do this. You should not crit. You should Q first and then crit.
Q first, then crit.
Because you did 741. If you do Q first and then crit, you do probably, I don't know, 800, which can be huge sometimes, can be making difference.
Especially the lower he is, because now he's full HP, so
yeah,
even
exactly.
if I Q, it doesn't take that much.
Exactly. Okay, good. So that's for the lane phase calibration with the Q. I like that you played for the push here. You went in the lane and then you instantly played for the push. That was good. I like that you tried to pressure. That was good. Trying to pressure the Jinx and trying to auto attack. The spacing wasn't really the best in the world. Like for example, right here, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
I kind of expected, yeah, like I should have been closer to the Annie for the because I knew she wanted. I wanted it as well, and we win the trade all of the time. Yeah, now that's it.
You mean the E of the Annie, right?
Yeah. But I should have been closer for it.
Yes. Yes, you should just approach this from here and
yeah,
then like this, but not too close to the barrage because Lulu can E you, and then you should just auto attack her. As you can see, it was a bit.
Yeah, I got auto space because I fucked up.
You got auto space, and then here Q we miss minions, and then here we try to push. This is good. This crit is like wasted because you already have prio, you have 2 minions extra, so you are free. If you get the crit, you're free to actually walk up and pressure. Like with this auto attack, you should have been right here and pressure. Yeah, either on Lulu, and if she backs off and Jinx is here, you can also go on Jinx. But Lulu is better because she's already chunked, so you wanna try to use your poke on the same target that your Annie is using. But this crit on the minions was like the way you played it, like with the macro management. Many mistakes in terms of the Q, many mistakes in terms of the spacing, wasted the Q on the minions. And I think after this you actually played well. Here you try to zone, this is very good. This is very good, this is very good, this is what you should have done. Again, you're still getting hit by the Ws of Jinx a lot in this game. Is this first game of the day?
Yeah.
I see, okay, maybe that's why. Because getting hit by the Jinx W is not really what you should be looking to do. Very good heal right here before the... And you played it okay here. Okay, you didn't play it good level 1, level 2, but right here, this fight, particularly this fight, you played it good. And then you try to push here, which was not bad. Not bad at all. You push, and then you just recall. That's good. Another player would opt for the swiftness boots. Like, if this is reckless, he will definitely go for swiftness boots, because it just gives you movement speed, and Jhin already has very good base damage, so you don't need damage. But honestly, if you play against a Lulu and a Jinx with a Wukong jungle, I don't think you need swiftness. Okay, if you play against Elise, sure, you need swiftness. If you play against a Thresh, you need swiftness. If you play against a Blitz, you need swiftness. If you play against a Nautilus, you need swiftness. But in Lulu with Wukong, it's not that scary, so you don't need swiftness. Okay, maybe if you play against an Ashe, you need swiftness. Maybe if you play against a Varus that can hit level 6 and you don't have cleanse, you can get swiftness. But as a rule of thumb, if you're super safe and they don't have any big threats in the AD carry support jungle matchup, you can always go AD like you did here. So in
my thought process was we need to kill.
Yeah.
So it's like swiftness boots are good.
Yeah, I see.
I'll probably get a CS advantage, maybe put her in a bad state, but if I don't get a lead, that was my thought process.
But if you play against a Nautilus and a Thresh, you still wanna. There are like, even if they have Jinx Nautilus, let's say, and you wanna get a lead, dodging the hook will help you dodge. So that's basically, because if you dodge the hook, dodge the cocoon, it will help you to get a lead. So that's why
I understand. I understand the logic.
Here it was very, very unlucky that you actually doubled the minions like this.
Yeah.
Because like now this fight on the river would have been huge.
He would have died.
Yes.
faster. At least I don't
100%.
remember what happened.
So how is the wave on the bot lane? Did you know the wave state?
Yeah, it's pushing to me, but at the same time, I know Jinx cannot walk through the lane, which is good in a sense because we are here first.
True.
You know, but at the same time it sucks
Why?
because it's pushing to B.
And it's bad?
I mean, it sucks. No, it's good for me because he's losing minions, but at the same time, I cannot exactly waste a lot of time there because it's going to crash.
Yeah, you can't waste too much time. Well, but it's definitely more beneficial than it is for the...
Depending on the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Based on what happened, it's definitely more beneficial for me since we didn't give a kill in the end, I think. Right?
Exactly.
But here, I shouldn't have. Like, here I should go to lane, right?
Yeah, like, it's fine what you did here. Like, your wave state is completely okay. Like, it's coming into you and you know you have, like, minimum. And then here this trade was...
Yeah, that's what I mean, That this trade should
Yeah.
have happened. Kinda like... I queued and didn't auto, by the way. No, I didn't. Never mind.
Okay,
Because
and
now I don't think we are diveable.
you have fleet, you have potion, so you just want to freeze,
Yeah.
which you did here. And then all of a sudden, after you freeze, the Vi is going towards this Drake. And you ask me here, oh shit, what should I do? Should I push? Should I stay
Yeah.
here? Should I move there fast? What should you do here?
What I think I tried to freeze or something,
Mm-hmm.
but I should have. I don't know. I think I should have pushed because I also know they wanna back, but I don't know where Wukong is as well. That's what I was.
Yeah, but
worried.
if they back here with the freeze, it's just gonna be very bad. Like if I'm Jinx right now.
Yeah, but I don't think I get it right. Do I get it? Like, yeah. So you think because that's really bad, he didn't back and he was calling for Wukong, or?
Yeah, if I'm Jinx here, I'm not gonna recall with the freeze. Even like because you have a freeze, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minions. They're all chunked because you're kind of hinting it. Like when this is a frozen wave, right? And the worst thing that you can do is queue like this. Like you're queuing up the minions. I mean, you can queue them. You can hit the minions normally without queuing because you don't want to bounce it on these minions that are healthy. Because these minions are gonna help you to keep the freeze in a position. So that Q, plus you also have one more Q, because you always do this. Look at this. Okay, this is fine. And then here, this Q is bad. Look at this. Do you Q here? Or do you...
Yeah, I queue after.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
No, here you freeze. Okay, this is freeze. So
Yeah,
you Q
here
the...
I freeze, but after I queue, you'll see.
I think you queue a little bit too much and you're not really keeping the wave in a normal position. Like right here, for example, you don't need to trim the wave. Did you think about trimming the wave or did you just...
I thought about streaming it, that's why I queued here. So,
Okay, I see. That's not bad. That's not bad.
to
And
reach
then
4 minutes.
I guess the E of the NE just screwed it up a bit. But it's a freeze, so this is good. So how do we know? How do we know if we... Well, it's not really a freeze because we queued a bit too much and the NE. So right now, how do we know if we have to help the Vi or not? Well, Wukong is not there, as you can see.
For the bot lane, yeah.
Yeah, bot lane was also low, so... Does she need you? Well,
I guess
how do you
not.
know? How do you know? How much... what's the HP of Drake now?
Her HP? Full, I think it's full.
Well,
I
you
think
know it
she's
from the minimap, but you don't know the HP of the Drake.
Yeah, wait, I know it from the minimap because she's full HP and she's fine. Or
But what if she's gonna be low?
even if she was low, it's still okay?
Even if it was slow, the fact that she's full HP doesn't help you to decide necessarily here. Because if she's 1 HP, but the Drake is...
I mean,
sorry?
The other factor is that, okay, bot is low and mid does not have prime. I mean, they're mid.
True, but in this case, let's take it step by step. So from your point of view, how do you know if you should help a river fight or not? You need to know the HP of the Drake. You're not even looking there. You need to know and you need to estimate how much damage the Vi has on the Drake. Because if you're not looking, you don't know. Does she have Jhin? Does she not have Jhin? Does she need you? You need to look there. And if you're not looking, there is no way you're gonna know. Now, you saw it was 3.7k. So what's the 4.3k, even worse. So what's the decision that Jhin can do to win most of the games that he plays?
Abandon the frozen lane wave and to go there.
Okay, so you abandoned the wave, but I mean, if Wukong is right there, I mean, it's
Yeah,
not doesn't look like a good.
yeah, I don't know, or push it maybe.
Yeah. Well, what are the options here? Because going
Pushing,
there and
recalling, helping.
yes, pushing, helping, and recalling, but recalling is in
Yeah,
here.
yeah, it's not. Yeah.
Recalling is
But,
in because the wave is slow pushing to them, and she does Drake. So if you
yeah,
go there, is there anything that can go wrong if you abandon the wave?
it can slow push and I can die.
You can die, yes. So if you push here hardcore and you crash it in the tower, does that help, Vi?
Kinda, because Jinx has to catch
Yeah,
it.
exactly. So this is the most reliable decision that you can do at this point in time without risking your dying. Pushing. So the moment you see Vi, don't push. Look at her first, and if you think that there is a good chance that either Jinx is there or Wukong is there, insta shove, and then just look to recall or look to help, depending on how much the Drake is, how much HP. But the most important thing is look there, see if she needs you, and if she really needs you, go for the decision that's gonna work in most of the cases. So here, if Wukong is there, what's the decision that is gonna work the most? Well, not going there because then you just might die or screw up your tempo. No, just push. So Jinx doesn't follow and Lulu doesn't follow. So then you can follow after, maybe, if it's still available. But push. This is like push. And the moment you see, like, what is the worst thing that we can do right here?
Recalling.
So if this guy wants to recall, we can't see it because of the camera.
Yeah.
She's recalling. Ping her because she has no brain. You see what you're doing when she recalls? You're recalling as well. Because you know what can happen here? She's gonna recall, and then what's gonna happen? A fight is gonna happen here, and you're not gonna be able to do anything. Of course, you're not gonna have to follow, you have to push, but guess what? You can't push it without any too fast, so they can set up a freeze. So be very careful when you recall. Your support is recalling. That's the complete opposite what she should be doing. Ping her on my way on the wave, so you can let her know, bro, I wanna stay here and I need you. Like you did, and she helped you. That is good.
Yeah, but it was late.
And then,
but now we can't accompany the wave because he dies.
Yeah, this is good that you're not escorting the wave. The mistake is that the moment you see Vi, you should instant shove in that specific situation.
The mistake is questioning myself and doing. Eventually, I reached to the same conclusion that I should have, but it was like 10 seconds later. So this happens.
And of course, if Vi didn't need you at the Drake, you don't need to push. You need to slow push into crush. But she needed you. She needed you there.
Yeah.
Okay, so try to push. And then here, did you know that Wukong is coming here, or do you remember this?
I had no clue, but I may have seen him. I don't know.
Because
at the time I didn't know. But although I mean, look, at the moment she started going like this. Wait, no, like now I know.
Perfect.
Like,
because she made it very obvious. She made it very obvious. The heal was good.
I don't know if I had to flash because.
Well, what did you flash?
He didn't have red and he didn't have ult, so I think it's bad flashing.
Exactly. So no need to flash in these kind of situations.
I saw the W. I guess I saw the W of Jinx, that's why I flashed. If you go back. Which I considered maybe a threat. I could have sidestepped it maybe.
Yeah, I could have sidestepped, and then if you get chunked and then you flash out.
Yeah, and then crit with fleet footwork, I guess.
Yeah, well, the thing is, in this case, Vi is coming, so no matter what you're doing, if you're buying a bit more time before you flash, like 2 or 3 seconds, it can actually mean a lot. Because she's gonna be here and she's gonna be able to Q. So you're buying time for Jinx. Because if you flash like this, they'll just back off now. So you just wasted your flash too soon. You should just wait until the last second, when you know that you're almost gonna die, and then you should use flash. So here you just panic flash.
Yeah.
And I feel like this happens a lot. Even here. Look at this. Like when he goes on you, Gale Force. Just Gale Force. Because you flashed. True, but why are we using flash and Gale Force? You can use Gale Force and heal. But not flash. Flash is 5 minutes. Heal is 4 minutes. So you kind of panic in many situations. Like this. Yeah, and be very careful with this place. You saw a Drake, right? Like you're saying he should be on top, and the moment you say that, he shows up on bot. So be very very careful, because this right here, this might. I think you're not doing this too much, because I can see it from your games and from your KDAs. But be very careful. If you have no information on enemy jungle, it's kind of iffy to do this kind of things.
Like here, I know, I understand it, but at the same time, it's like Herald is up, Fiora is chunked underneath the tower. I'm like.
Yeah, but you're overthinking a lot. This kind of information doesn't matter in SoloQ, right? You're not playing competitive where people are gonna give information. Hey, top is low cam or.
Yeah.
Like if he has a free kill on the Jhin, why not take it if he's still here?
Yeah.
And here also like mechanical execution, like try to Q first. You see this? Same mistake.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Same thing. So you have a lot of games on Jhin or not really?
I don't remember. It was one of my favorite AD carries to play before I went back to jungle, but I think I've played 6 times now. So I don't think I have a lot of games.
I think you play him good.
I think it's honestly I love Jhin, but he's kinda situational. That's like no way you blind that jump. Yeah. And in SoloQ, the way I've found success is like I need to give counter to my idiots in solo lanes.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I cannot play the game anyways.
Yeah. The thing is, there are a lot of AD carries that are blind pick compared to top lane or mid laners.
Plus, I can control my side. I can control them. Yes. So the best odds I give them, the better it is for me. So. I went to the clone. Yeah.
And here, let's see what we did. So did we start the Drake?
Yeah. I started, I think. Because I said here Wukong shouldn't be. Wukong is not here. I said it. And you're like, you sure? And then Wukong is here.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So usually, if you start a Drake like this, as AD carry, and they're just gonna force a play like this, you're gonna be by yourself with the Drake. Like you tanked one tower, one shot from the Drake, two shots from the Drake.
It's bad because then Vice tanking.
And then holy shit, man.
Yeah, then it's shit.
6 auto attacks, 7 auto attacks.
Yeah.
It's actually huge.
Yeah.
So he does 60 damage per auto attack, 6 auto attack, 360 damage just for the Drake, just because you hit it. So this is why, as a rule of thumb, avoid hitting the Drake starting it. Let the jungler start it, and if she started, you're the... So as an AD carry, your job is not to start the Drake. Your job is not to think about, hey, we can get Drake, we can do this, we can do... Let them start it and be the AD carry. Be the player that helps with the damage per second. Don't be the player that decide. Because here, she didn't agree, and then she did this. And this auto attacks, 2-3 auto attacks, you could have get onto the wall.
Yeah.
So I recommend you to let your jungler start it if they want to start it. If not, then just do your AD carry stuff, which is do damage, be safe, don't start Drakes, don't start, because we almost died here. And then you got bot. Okay. And then, okay, so you're looking at the next wave and it's not canon. So what's your thought process here?
I don't know, the thought process is it's probably pushing to me.
Why?
And I don't know, like I should have pushed because I know she's missing the cannon as well anyways. And it's not pushing to me as well, yeah, it's halfway.
Yes, so in this kind of situations, unless it's like really hard pushing into you and you know it, I recommend you to push the wave instantly.
Yeah.
And in this case, it's 4 minions against 4 minions, so... I mean, if it was 6 minions versus 4 minions and you know it's pushing into you and you already have your Gale Force, because that's the trick. If you already have the Gale Force and the wave is coming into you and you know that, there is no reason to bother to push the wave. But in this specific case, it wasn't pushing into you. Then you just pushed. That was good. But again, you pushed here because here you said, I pushed because the next wave is not cannon wave. Is that the reason why you didn't push or you pushed?
No. I just said the next wave is not canon wave, which is kinda. It can be bad in other situations where the Jinx is already in lane and she can push me in, I guess. But here it doesn't matter. It's
Yeah, it just doesn't matter if it's canon or not, because you need to recall anyways after this wave is pushed.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Okay, next one. This fight on top lane. Let's see how you play this. So you take the tower. Okay. You go to bot lane.
Here you scream wave.
Yes, but why did I say that?
Because it's three waves stacked and I didn't notice it.
Yes, so this rotation towards bot lane, this is fine. This is okay that you're getting vision. It's okay to think that you want to kill the Jinx, but she's 0-2 or 0-3. Like, you want to see 3 waves here or a 0-3 Jinx, like, fuck the 0-3 Jinx. You just want to get the wave and the experience, which you did. A bit slow, you hesitated, but at least you were at the fight. You should have been a bit earlier before in the fight.
Yeah, if I was earlier, we won. Probably, by the way.
And this was a very big thing, because here, these fights, it's a shutdown fight. They take bounties.
Plus, yeah, it's game ending if it
It's
happens.
game ending, so be very careful. Be very, very careful. Because this can be... I thought you lost the game here, actually. Look at this, what happened.
I thought as well.
Be very careful with these decisions. Wave is very important, and you don't want to hesitate. You see 3 waves there, just go get it. If it's too greedy and you know they're gonna fight, you can stay with them, but usually you just wanna find the solution so you can also get the wave. And then from here, you have your Infinity Edge, let's see.
Yeah, I get it in next wave. I have it before I can sell my fucking...
Yeah, like here, you should recall instantly, right here.
Yeah,
because you need... This is 60 gold.
Yeah, it's 60,
and you're gonna need 40 more, but this is like 15 seconds waiting in the base.
Plus it's 8 seconds recalling alone. So
yeah.
It's 7 seconds in base.
Because in this position, look what you did. You stayed. The problem is that if you recall now, look at your Vi. Vi is just farming. Fiora is not even pushing. Lucian is right here. But you're waiting, you're losing so much tempo. So right now when you're recalling, guess what? You're recalling exactly when the Vi is getting vision, exactly when she has T-burst, exactly when Lucian is pressuring, exactly when Fiora makes a play on top lane. So you're recalling the worst possible case where you're supposed as an AD carry to be with the team. This is a very bad tempo play. In Masters, you 100% lose something big here. Maybe mid tower, maybe... Because people will just punish. Because if you're here, you can push mid, you can rotate, kill this guy, get the tower and play from there.
And instead we get Fiora flash.
Because look at this. We have 180 gold after the recall, so we can see that we didn't have clean recalls. So the recall timings were much better this game. Same thing with the wave management. Still not clean, still not master level 100%. Overall it's better. And then the ulti here, but you don't talk about these things because you know these things. Okay, so let's see what are the main takeaways for this session. So what do you think are the main takeaways for this coaching session?
Still some wave management. I mean,
true.
Not exactly wave management, it's decision making, I guess. Right?
Plus decision making.
Yeah. Dragon setup, kinda, or how to approach objectives as an ADC.
Okay.
Although,
how did you call it? Dragon objective, or how did you?
Objective setup, I guess.
Objective setup.
Right.
Understanding when to get extra waves.
And my role, I guess, in the
and
team fight.
When to follow in the team fight.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
And I guess I got in the end a small message, a small lesson about tempo.
Tempo as well, but more importantly, avoid making
sums.
Coin flip plays. Yes, sums for sure. Coin flip plays.
Less
playing as possible around assumptions.
Yeah.
Things that we think are true.
Yeah.
Tempo, we talked about summoner usage.
Be more patient with summoners, with flash.
Yes. Patience with summoner spells. Plus summoner spells.
In
like
Champ
what?
Select.
Exactly. Sums in Champ Select.
And then I guess the tempo.
Perfect. I think that's good.
And we can also add the champ pool, I guess.
Champ pool.
I guess it can be Zaya, Samira, Jinx with I guess Star on Jhin if I can fit it in the game.
Yeah. I think Jinx is very OP right now. You can probably play a lot of Jinx. And win lots of games. That's good. What do you think is the biggest thing that we need to work on?
To improve?
Yes.
I think my auto spacing is kinda bad still.
Yeah.
Something that I haven't used that much in the jungler role.
Yeah, on Jhin it's not gonna hold you back too much because it's
but on Jinx it
but
is.
on Jinx, yes, and maybe
and
even on
Zaya
Varus. Then
sometimes.
Zaya, yeah.
On Zaya it's better because I've gotten used to the champ like playing 60 games here, you know. But on Jinx, like if you saw the Jinx gameplay, you would see it's the potential is there, but I still have a lot of things to improve, and auto spacing is the first. So I don't know. I would put it first, although the rest are important as well.
Yeah, let's say multiple little mistakes. I feel like it's a combination between all of these things. It's not something huge like last session. Okay, so 35 more games on AD carry for sure. I think that so these 4 champions that you mentioned, Zaya, Jhin, Jinx, and Samira.
Jhin, Samira, yeah.
I think you can just spam them. Watch the session one more time. Like from now on, it's very important to keep playing only these champions and to spam them. Because if you keep juggling, you see that even on Jhin, you have like even last session I remember.
Last session was Ezreal.
With Ezreal, yes. You didn't know your limits, you didn't know your damage.
Yeah.
So I think it will help you if you just spam only and only these champions. So you can learn the limits, but when I mean learn the limits, like clean, not, diamond level.